What's going on YouTube? Here with another Hackerbox challenge here. Today we're doing the Greenhorn box. This is an easy box worth 20 points. As you can see over here, we have the Hackerbox challenge, and we're going to get straight into it. So first thing we're going to do is start scanning and seeing what we can see with the open ports. So we'll do a little nmap scan right here. So well, first off, let me see if I can make sure my connection is right. Because it just said that I wasn't connected. Okay, we should be. Yeah. We're good. Okay, so we're gonna nmap it first. Right, we're gonna nmap the box here. So I do an nmap .t4. I'm gonna go a little fast. .xv. I'm gonna make sure that I get one of them locks off. Sorry. 2.5 and tag p-tag. Oops, can't type here. Right, so we're gonna run our scans on our attack platform to the vulnerable host, and then we want to see what it returns. It's probably going to take a few minutes. Since I've already done this box, we'll just let that sit in the background and move on to the next portion, which I already know which ports are going to be open, which is 2280 and 3000, if I remember right. So I'm going to do a banner grab just so I can see a little extra information. As you see here, not tag PN, tag T4, tag script equals banner. And I'm just going to do a few little banner grabs. Once we get the results from these scans, then we'll see. As you see, we see port 80 up. See SSH is port 22 is running SSH version 8.9.1. We can do some OSR to look and see if there's any vulnerabilities associated with that, but that is not the way we're going to be getting into this box today. Also see we have port 80 open, so we'll try to get to there. And see port 3000 open. And I don't know why I put 444 in there last time, but maybe on my original scan when I first saw it, it was open at one point. It's probably somebody else on the machine using interpreter, and that's the default port from interpreter. So we'll move on. Let's see. So first thing we have to vim etc host to make sure that when we put in this URL, that it will respond back to this IP. So 10.10.11.25. How do I know that it's going to greenhorn.htb? Once this returns, you'll get the actual URL that is being hosted on. So once you get that, actually no, this won't give you the domain. Sorry. So we need a tag sc to get the domain. So if you wanted the domain of where it's being hosted, right, we'll have to do a tag sc, and then I'll figure out port 80. Great, and this should give us the actual domain. Give it a second. Right, so we got the actual domain, so HTTP, so no HTTPS, so 480, like we said, ://greenhorn.htb. Right, so we have that there. We can go to Firefox now and actually look at the website. Just make sure you change the IP. Sometimes the IP changes based off the box, so it might not be 10.10.11.25 here. It might be labeled something else. So just make sure that you're doing that as you go through this walkthrough with me. I don't know why I keep closing it. Alright, so Greenhorn HTB. Welcome to Greenhorn, dear aspiring web developers. Welcome to Greenhorn Web Development. We are thrilled to have you join our community dedicated to helping engineers kickstart their web development careers. Okay, so we see that some type of memoir to us. See what's on the other page. Nothing. We see that it's powered by Pluck. We don't see no version here, so we could potentially find a version and look for some OSR from that potentially. But as of right now, this is the home page. I don't see anything else. So the next thing we're going to do from this point is, as you see, it's taking a while. I'm scanning all the ports. That P-type piece, so I'm scanning all the ports, so it's going to take a while. We'll exit out of Vim here on this bottom left one. So we'll do escape and then :WQ to right quit. I didn't do anything in there, so I did just put Q. What I'm probably going to do is use GoBuster to figure out if there are any more any other pages that we could see based off of a directory listing. So let's go GoBuster dir tag U for the URL, and then it's the Hackerbox URL. Tag W is going to be whatever list you want to use, right? And then tag 2064, sorry, that's just the number of threads, so I'm doing 64 at a time. And these are the extensions that you want, so TST and PHP, just default stuff that you might want to look at. And then you want to put all the errors into the dev node, right? So all the errors into the dev node, and then all the good things will go into GoBuster.txt and now give us a list. Right. So run that command here. It's going to take a minute. You're not going to see any results after this one in here. So we'll let that run for a minute. Right. You can also use stuff like FFUF, right? Does the same thing where you're fuzzing, but that command will look a little bit different. Stuff FUFF, we do FF right? And then we can do something like this, where it's attack you Greenhorn HTB //fuzz. Actually, what do I have to slashes here? Let's see one. Right, so we're fuzzing, and you want to say the return is true. So it's making sure that we're not getting any errors in our list, because then the list will be very long, just based off of what's in there. Right, and then as you see, there's 87,000 words in this list. So if I would have not used the true, we would have saw a whole bunch of errors. Right, but we have to wait for these to run. And while we're sitting there waiting, right, we also saw in the previous command, if I scroll up here, that port 3000 was open, right? So I'm going to try to go to the port 3000 on Firefox. We would have saw the return here, but I said we're scanning all the ports, so it's going to take a while. I hit enter. It's only 43% done, so it's going to take a minute. I probably could have got rid of that tech SV to begin with to make it run a little bit faster, but it is what it is. Okay, so while we let that stuff run, we'll go to a tab. Just make it easier. Copy paste. 3000. As we see here, we have another page. Looks like some type of dev page. Let's explore. All right. Yeah. Greenhorn repositories. Let's go into the README. See what this is. Oh, this is about Pluck itself. So this is definitely on the back end of their website. Let me see. Go into detail about Plucks. So when we're looking at this, right, it's probably going to have some type of sensitive information. We see a login.php, right? So we could actually try to go to that website. Well, these websites are hosted. Oops, let's go back. Um, sorry. I didn't mean to close out the stuff. So the login.php. See if we can reach that. Well, we can. So you see, again, it's still run by Pluck, and we see an actual version of Pluck 4.7.18. At this point, we can start doing a little bit of OSR. Like I said, we could have did OSR for vulnerabilities for other stuff as well, but this is something that we're going to try to exploit. Right? This is going to be our main exploit to start our initial access to the system. Right, so I have a few things we can look at here. Just going through and understanding these right here. I'm already see CVE 2023 50564. Right, so this applies to our version that we have 4.7.18. Right, and it allows unauthorized files uploads to version 4.7.18. The exploit leverages a flaw in the module installation function to upload zip file containing a PHP file, thereby enabling remote command execution. So what we need to understand for this is that it has to be a zip file. So from what I understand based off of the sentence, it has to be uploaded as a zip file, and then it has to contain the PHP. Right, so we might not be able to upload the PHP shell directly, potentially, just based off of this sentence here. Let's see. Need Python at 3, which I think I already have installed on this Kali VM, and then you can also grab the repository down. Right. Okay. Let's look at the actual shell PHP itself. Right. So. Okay. I mean, it looks pretty legit. If you were doing this on a actual non-test system, I would say, make your own executable. Don't just be grabbing stuff from GitHub, because who knows what people put inside of this code that you want to be executing on your box. But since this is a practice VM, this is something that we could potentially use, just copy and pasting it over. Obviously, we have to change the IPs and stuff on here. If I see it right, go to show needs to point back to us and our IP. I don't think I saw an IP address to change. But anyways, we'll move on. Let's look at this other stuff. Pluck remote execution. Login URL, so that will be changed to the greenhouse local URL. We have not found that yet. Local URL. login URL, payload, admin, bogus submit, login. Okay, so it looks like you already need to have the password for this remote code execution, which actually makes sense, right? Because you're not gonna, at least from a security perspective, you don't want anybody who can access your website to upload it. So it seems like this reverse shell PHP, we won't be able to use it until we get past potentially this login page, right? Because that's all we have. If we go into here, we have the robots.tsc file. Let's look at it real quick. Yeah, I'll see I'm crazy in there. Go back. So let's have an admin.php. Let's try to get on that page. Let's see. Since this is the easy boss, it might allow us to log in directly to admin. I doubt that is that simple, but let's see. If you're not logged in, please moment. So this is probably where we upload stuff is at the admin, and then we route us back to the login page. Okay. So, with all this stuff, we probably didn't even need to run the fuzz of the go poster command, but it's still running. So, and this is still running as well. I'm surprised it's taking that long. The VPN must be very slow there. Okay, go back. So, let's have requirements.php. It's like a default plug page. I'm not worried about that. About security. What do we have on security? Import a vulnerability. Okay, that's a lot of default stuff. Okay, let's go into data. See if we see anything crazy in the data. Right. So again, we're just going through doing OSR. Data. Let's go in settings. You know, settings we can potentially export stuff here as well. Right. And then, oh, you see a pass.php. It's probably a password. Let's go in here. Oh, we have an actual password. Interesting. Okay, so again, we're just clicking around. So we have this access. But we're actually going to start. But we essentially already have a password just by snooping around. Again, we didn't do anything interesting to get into here. We just accessed it based off of the open ports, right? So it's something that probably should be blocked off, but isn't. But we still don't have admin access in here. We're just able to access these files because of poor security settings, right? So, interesting. Yeah, just from poking around, we found a password potentially. Looks like a password. Again, I went to Greenhorn data settings and pass. Probably doing a little bit better work, so I probably could have figured out how to get there easier by doing a little research on Pluck, right, and understanding how what it looks like default setup is set up. Of course, I gotta do this, right? But let's it. Else welcome. 1 second, but okay. Crack the hash and see. It says I love you. Now, since we had this login page, we might as well try it, right? So we do this paste. We do a login. Password is correct, so we didn't ask me for a username, so I'm assuming that we're going to log in as admin, right? So again, probably could do a little bit of OSR on the Pluck 4.7.18 version. Delve into it a little bit deeper, but again, this video would be like 20 minutes long. already 20 minutes, an hour long, because it's already been 20 minutes. All right, so we have access to here, right? So again, based off of the CVE, we can upload it. We look for some type of upload page to upload this reverse shell, right? So module installation function. So I think I just saw module. Yeah, some modules, and then some type of installation. That's probably how you install it, right? Potentially. Yeah. Okay. Manage modules potentially, and then install a module. There you go. Okay. This looks like this is a upload function. You know, again, we are looking to upload a reverse shell at this point. So from this point, right, we could look at this shell PHP. We'll look here as well. And then as we're looking, we could be able to use this reverse shell as this. Oh, let's see if we can potentially find another one. Just right, just looking, right? Doing a little OSR. We don't necessarily have to use theirs either, right? So we could use another reverse shell. It doesn't matter if it's a PHP, right? Based off of what this said, right? Use something a little bit more generic. Right, so based off the README text again, this has to be a PHP shell, right? So PHP shell, PHP reverse shell. So fucking type, right? And then we can go to the README, but it's a very generic PHP shell. Use it for previous stuff before. That's why you see it up there, right? It's a little bit easier to understand than the other one, right? But literally, we just change that to our IP, and then we would also change the port. We don't have to, right? But it's good practice to change it to something a little bit less suspicious than 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just generic thing. I'm going to the README just to see. Everything. Cool. This is really old, but it works, right? So I'll literally copy this. I could also just do wget, but yeah, all this stuff is still right. It's just crazy to me, right? Okay. And then we do first shell.php and just paste it. Right. Escape. Right click. I need to figure out what my IP is actually. So if config, right? So the IP based off our tunnel is 10.10.14.27. Right, so this is what we need to actually change our IP to, and the shell. So we'll go here, and then change the IP in our shell. Right. Then also change the port. You can change whatever you want, but just to be stupid. 4444. Not suspicious at all. It's very suspicious that way. So we have that. Now we can run it, right? Well, now we gotta compress it, and then we can upload it, right? But first, we have to make it executable, because if it's not executable, then it won't redirect. Okay, so we're gonna either do that way, right? Or let's just do it right. I finally got a return spec. Only took 2 years. Right, so these are probably all people connecting back to their own host, right? It's the active box right now, right? And then we got 22, 80, and 3,000 open. You see that it's running some type of Linux 1.18, potential fun exploit for that, but we're not going in that direction, right? So these are actual results, just so you guys can see it, but yeah, we're not going down that path. So we can do this, right? So we have that, and then actually I should be able to run this on without shimmodding it. I'm pretty sure. Let's try it. Let's try it without shimmodding it first. So then we have to zip it, like verse shell into verse PHP, adding, right, and then we will open up a web. Okay, let's shut up with it now. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. I think that's all you have to do, right? Just based off of what we read. Alright, so first shell.php. And then we upload. Oh, sorry. Forgot the most important part. You have to open up a listener that is coming back to you. Right, so you gotta get a listener. Sorry, the recording cut out there for a second, but it would be a netcat tag LVP. I'm gonna do a tag there. Okay. Oops. So I don't care about listen 4444. That is the port we're using. I mean, it'll work if I did any as well, but let's go back here. Upload. Oh, sorry, let me select it again. Just for example, say try to upload a PHP, right? It wouldn't work. File specified isn't a valid file because it has to be zip based off of the read file. So at this point, we should have a connection. Hopefully. Please. I'm not sure why it's not working, but let's try a different port. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because the port is like something obvious that is getting blocked if somebody else is using it. Okay, let's change this to something a little less obvious. Let's do 54328. Right. 54328. 54328. Right. Oops. I forget I'm in a VM. Oh, go back. Gotta zip it. Right. So double check that I wrote it right. 54328. zip. I'm gonna try to upload this again. Right, upload. Now you should come back. Why you don't work? Why you don't work? All right. I'm not sure why it's not working. Let me go back on my notes. BRB. Okay, so it seems like the issue is that it's not fully uploading, right? So usually it gives you a green thing here saying that your file was uploaded successfully. Since this isn't happening, that means it's not uploading successfully. I'm gonna have to restart the VM. Somebody else might have messed with it. Usually, there's like 94 people attempting this box right now. So usually it gives you a green thumbs up, right? So let me reset real quick on Hacking Box. Takes a few seconds. In the meantime, though, right, we can double check all our stuff just to make sure. All right, so 54328, 54328, 10.10.14.27. Make sure IP was right. Right, so if we just scroll up all the way for this, we see that it was 10.10.14.27. I didn't do that. Or do that at all, actually. That was everything. Right. We can dive into the other stuff while we're waiting for this box to reset. So we can go back into cat. TST. You see we got a lot of results, right? But you could probably go in here and look for the login and grep, as well as the output and look for login. And then the same thing for fuzz, right? It's a lot of stuff that returned back. Right, so it's also a lot of stuff. Right, so a lot of potential stuff. But we already see what we need to go on the login page, so we'll do that. Only shit about fluff is it doesn't have a PHP. Right, so we might not have found a login page here. But anyways, the VM's back up, so we'll go back to the upload thing. Try this again. I'm not logging in. Okay, so it logged me out. Makes sense. But I love you, #1. Try to log in again. Again, I'm showing you guys all this. It's like you're doing it yourself. Plug and play practice. You don't want to go straight through. You want to actually see people having issues, seeing how to troubleshoot. Shows you your critical thinking skills. It's one thing to just watch a video and go through the walkthrough, but it's another to actually like try it with little knowledge. And if you get stuck somewhere, you can obviously get the help. But the point is, I don't always do that. The point is to module successfully uploaded. The point is to actually learn things, right? You don't just go through walkthroughs and just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. I don't know what's going on, right? So that's what we're here for. We're here to learn together as a team, right? Anyway, so we have the box. We have our virtual shell, right? So and virtual always does a landmine, some www.data. type data is basically just meaning that I am somebody who's accessing the box. I have the lowest of low permissions, so I am not even really a user. I am somebody accessing data on the web server. Right, so I want to upgrade this reverse shell. Hopefully I can remember how to do that off the top of my head. Right, I'm pretty sure it's Python. Hopefully it has 3 on here. Text C imports pty. This gives me a more just interactive shell, a little bit easier to do certain things. Because right now we are using binsh, and I want to use binbash instead. Right, so yeah, so I can't do stuff like that. Can't go backwards, right? So binbash. Pretty sure this is right. Okay, good. So a little more interactive shell, so I can still can't go back, but you know. Receiver www.data, type data, right? So the first flag is a user flag, so we could potentially get that. So we do ls at home. We might be able to get into one of these 2 file directories. So if I try to cd to home junior, can't type anything out because of the shell, right? And I might be able to have access to read this, right? So if I do a cat user.txt, permission denied, so I don't have access. I guess I have very low level of permission, so I don't actually have access to that. I'm not even gonna try root, right? Because you see that I don't have access. Which is fine, right? Right. So, what are the files right here? This is open fast.php. Can I open it? What is this? Oh, it's a PDF, so actually I'm able to view that way anyways. But we can see if we have access. So let's type Lisa. Right. So as you can see, one person had access to it is through users. Right. But I could potentially use this as a web server. What can I? Yeah. I could potentially launch a web server hosting this file. Right. So I can do Python 3 tac m http.server, and then we just use all these. Right, and then I should be able to grab this PDF, right? I won't be able to open it and use it and look at it because it's a PDF, right? I don't have a good show. So then I can do a wget to get this file, which pull it down. And it says file not found. Why is file not found? Because quotations, something needs quotations. Quotations, quotations. Good, ask me. File not found. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Why are you not being found? Maybe it's this. So just double quotes here. Then a single quotes in between. Right? Is that what it is? File not found again. And that's the same thing, right? Using open vos. Maybe if I do the absolute path, it'll give me better. I'm pretty sure you don't have to do this since I'm already in that path, though. So this is what I was telling you about the troubleshooting stuff. It's still saying file not found. I'm not sure exactly.
We have password के लिए admin को enter करने के लिए instrument 3 backend में login should be हमको यहाँ पे हमने अपने to see we got in the crack station, right?
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. You know what? I know what I'm doing. Look at the. Oh, it's actually right. I don't have access to this either. Right, so. As I am right now, so I'll have to redo all this. As I am right now, I do not have access to that file either, so it won't be able to get it. Right, so I launched that shell as www.tap-data. The only people that have access to it is that owner and roots, right? So, I can get back on here. Cool. I really need a lot of probably log back in first, potentially. Is the box down? Box is not down. Maybe the box is down. Yes, not active. 10.11.11.2. No. Sorry. Supposed to be a 10.11.25. Okay, so this is just being stupid. Nice. Shots from the top. We don't need this anymore. Place that. Or not. Okay. Nope. It died. Let us restart the box again. And we'll see. Okay, the machine should be coming back up any second now. That's the only issue about working with HackerBox and not kind of know what you're doing. Unfortunately, I've already went through this, but it probably took me twice, triple amount of time I'm doing now, even though I did it, say about a week or two ago. I don't remember exactly when I did it, but not knowing what you're doing and then hitting these hard obstacles, not knowing that the obstacle is that the site isn't working how it's supposed to. Because again, you have a whole bunch of people interacting with it. So you're not going to know if what you're doing is because of you or something else. You know, there's most ways to get to these boxes, especially when you're talking about the easy ones. Like there's not a lot of security measures in place. Probably, well, there is other ways to get into it outside of this way, but usually the easy boxes are focused on exploiting the web page in some way or form or another. Fuse connection. Yeah. Okay, that's what I said. So there's that. So you never know. But that's what I'm doing now. Even though I kind of know what I'm doing, I'm really not. I'm trying not to use my notes unless I have to like I did before with the file not uploading. It was like a net I worked before, so I had to restart it, of course. But it comes with this type of stuff. It comes with this type of stuff, you know. Gotta practice and do things. I might start doing live videos, so if you guys want to watch me do this live, interact with me, you know, be a lot of waiting around and sitting for things to work, but yeah, be interactive. So anyways, like I was saying before, I was saying before, we don't have access to the file. That's why the trying to get the file wasn't working because we do not have access to that file, so it doesn't exist based off of the person I mean, yeah. But we do have a password, right? We have the password to the admin of the web server. So assuming that this person still uses poor security practices, the admin to the actual to the what's the name of the software that they're using to launch this again? I'm not blanking. Why am I blanking? What is it called? They have Plug. Assuming that the same person who's admin the Plug's probably the same password to Gene Gear potentially, right? So that was the password that we grabbed before. Just in case you guys forgot, it's not I love you. The TXT. I love you. Alright, so we can do that. Do we have access now? So that will give you access to the user.txt file, so I can just cat that. I'm not going to do it for like editing out, but you can do cat user.txt, or you can't tab in here, and you'll have the first flag, right? But now I gotta go back and look at this using openvast.pdf because it seems like it could be something interesting. Since usually there's nothing in here, usually just a user.txt file. So it might give us a hint to how to get to the root file. I mean, the root's privileges switch again will be in the root directory usually. The hackerbox stuff, right? What am I doing? I need to start the web server. Start the web server again. Tag in. Easiest way to get this stuff over. And then we can try this again. I was like, I definitely got this right the first time. Now we have it. Right, so Firefox. Right, so hello Junior, we have recently installed OpenVAS on the server. Active monitor, identify potential security vulnerabilities. Right, because OpenVAS isn't it like some type of scanner? Yes, a vulnerability scanner. We used to use an ACAS, but OpenVAS is another resource, right? So he has pseudo privileges with that, so we could potentially exploit this. We also have a password here, but it's been blurred out. So potentially, right, we could look at that. So, well, let's see the other permissions he had, right? Because potentially, oh, that's up the server. I guess I'll have to go back. Potentially has as someone who has the same password as the admin on this. You might have more permissions than we're led to believe. So we can go back here. All right, and then we can go back here. Let's do sudo tackle. Right. in terminal. Jesus, I do this all over again. I think this works. You can see that I memorized it because I have to do it so many times. You see here, I've already had to do it 4 or 5 times. No reason I can kind of remember it off the top of my head. Like, right, and then oh, okay. So didn't have pseudo privileges. I see. So it's just somebody who has this file, right? So since it doesn't have pseudo permission, you can do it this way. Since this is a blurred thing, you could potentially try to get this image and revert it back. So there is an app to what is a way to unblur images. So you have to install this thing called I think it's called Pop Image. Right. I think that's the name of it. And then that'll give you a whole bunch of commands, but it'll give you PDF images, right? So it'll allow you to grab PDF images. I'm pretty sure that's how you get it. Let me see. It's not a command, it's a whole bunch of stuff. So to get it, it'll be app install popular until let me list my notes and double check that. Verify, scroll. Okay, yeah, that's the name of it. Alright, so you do that. I have it installed. So I'll give you the actual command that you need, which is PDF images. Which just grabs the Greenhorn stuff, right? So we're going to grab the image that's in the PDF, right? And it's going to save it in the Greenhorn image. So when I open up the Greenhorn image, usually just look for the Firefox. So now you're going to be butts. Now you won't let me open it. See this image, you actually see it. It's not available. I don't know why Firefox didn't work. Oh no. Mistakes were made. Jesus. No. I don't know. I'm gonna crash. Why are you so hard to open? If I can open it with. Okay, that's the image. I don't know why I could open it with Firefox. Usually it's not that big of a deal. Anyways, now I'm gonna close out all my tabs. Whatever. I don't think we need to go back from this point. I don't remember. Anyways, we have that. Right. So we have the PDF images. And then there is a way to there's a way to depixelize stuff. So the GitHub page for it. Pix, right? So covers pixelized screenshots. That's what we need. So we're going to the README. Again, you could use plenty of them. There's plenty of them out there. But basically, what this does is it depixelizes the stuff. So it does it at like 30% accuracy from stuff like that. Based off of this, right? It goes a little explaining, but get this. But I didn't know that it depixelizes stuff, right? So this video is getting kind of long, so I'm kind of rushing at this point. It's already been an hour of me messing up stuff and retrying stuff, but like I said, this is how I want my videos to be. I don't want them to look like I'm perfect, you know, because we're not. Pull it down so we can actually use it, and then ls. So it's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Okay, so I think it's a dpix type py that we're going to be running. Right, so first off, we have to shemot it, right? So right now, got an executable, so I have to make those executables. So easily do this plus x for executable, and then for the py files, because they're all labeled py. Do it again, and then that'll make all of the py files executables, even though we only need one, right? And then we can run this command here, right? So Python dpix or depixelizing that py, running that script, and then tag p. So this is the actual photo, and then dot back to go back to directory to the Greenhorn image that, and then we're gonna save it. Right, image. No. So the S is for searches. So image search images, right? And then it's Windows 10 closing space .png, and then it's gonna save it to the clear .png. That'll be the actual results. Right, we're gonna run for a few. Last time it took a minute, if I remember very correctly. Grab this stuff down here. Right, we don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. And we're still in user director. So once we get this, we'll get the actual root password. So I can type this in. Since I already know that. This is the root password. I said I already did it before, so. Alright, so we have the PNG. Alright, so yeah, maybe because it wasn't the .png, Firefox didn't know how to open it. Maybe that's what it was. I didn't think about that. Anyways, side from side, the other side, side from side, the other side. So, I'm about to write this in. Notepad, because that's terrible. So, side from side, the other side, side from side, the other side, side from side, the other side. I mean, it's a password. So, like I said, I already know this is. Oh, I can't do that. Oh no! Oh, you're terrible. I hit the wrong button. I Control C instead of Control V. Yay! From the beginning. From the beginning. Yeah, nothing's open. Right. I hate my. Yeah. I do this all over, but this is a little less better. We'll skip it, but it just shows you that people make mistakes all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. As I click the wrong place to go. There's nothing wrong with I do it every time. I told y'all, I do it every time. I hit the upload before I even attach anything. Right. So what was I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna keep repeating it. You're gonna see me make mistakes as I try to do a website stuff. I'm so slow typing. I always try to tell myself to not try to go back because it messes it up. Alright, I'm just gonna right click because that was terrible. Right now we are roots, so you know what that means. We can cd to the root directory, right? Go to the root.txt, cat the ref txt, and then you'll have the flags for it, right? So that's how you hack the Greenhorn stuff. If you have any questions, let me know. This was a very, very different walkthrough than what I see mostly on YouTube. Like I said, usually just straight to the point. Do this, do that, do that. But I really want to put a little bit more pressure on YouTubers to do a little bit more of troubleshooting. You know, I might even do a few live ones, like I said before, but just to show that people make mistakes. Some people just want a short and easy video, but not here. That's not what this channel is for. It's here to learn. You're not here to just copy and paste stuff over. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys learned a thing or two. If not, then I'm always open for suggestions to help better my videos. But like and subscribe for the algorithm. And until next time, guys, we're out.